There are many theories and questions we design and ask. Some are harder to explain than others. But sometimes it's good to try to find out how the world works. Yet we still strive to find out about the unknown. And what is more indefinite and unknown than our universe? There are so many brilliant discoveries awaiting us, not only on Earth, but possibly on other worlds. Not all of us realize how impossibly huge this universe we live in is, and that is something we can take the time to change. We have only been able to see a portion of our universe, and we can only speculate how much farther it expands. The portion of the universe we have seen is called the observable universe, for obvious reasons. The observable universe is about 92 billion light years in diameter. Basically, it's a big sphere around Earth. This does not mean that we are the center of the universe, although we are the center of the observable universe, because the observable universe is what we have observed in every direction from our homely planet. It doesn't seem that big by just looking at the picture, does it? However, there are so many obstacles and galaxies that are too big for us to even begin to wrap our heads around. Kind of like how huge our solar system is. Even though it is most certainly not the biggest in the universe, compared to us, our solar system is pretty big. Here's some perspective. Like I said before, the universe is big. It's so infinite that there are no words big enough to even describe it. The sun is one of billions of grains of sand on the beach of space. There are probably 5 to 10 times more stars in the known and even more in the unknown universe than there is in all the grains of sand on Earth.
We know, astronomers know today, that the universe has an age, and that age is 15.7 plus or minus 0.2 billion years, and it's been expanding for that many years. Okay? So it does have a dimension and size from the Big Bang. It's been expanding for 15.7 billion years. The related question is, well, how do we know that the universe came from a point and isn't expanding? Since 1925, as we've looked at galaxies, all the galaxies are moving away from us. We see that in what's called the redshift. The answer to that is we don't know. To me, the observable universe is everything we see since the Big Bang. But there are astronomy theories that there may be other universes. And there are some astronomers at some universities that are looking at our universe, trying to see the effects on another universe that might be touching our universe. Why should our universe be the only one? That question is almost too difficult to answer. The Earth is only 8,000 miles in diameter. The universe is, like I said, about 15.7 billion light years in time. Light year, one light year is 5.8 trillion miles. The Earth is only 8,000 miles. Light year is 5.8 trillion, and the universe is 5.8 trillion times 15.7 billion miles. Almost inconceivable. Well, the sun is about 885,000 miles in diameter. The Earth is 8,000 miles. So you could put about 10 or 11, about 109 Earth diameters across the sun. And you could put thousands and thousands of Earths inside the sun. They think stars can get somewhere between 30 and 50 times the mass of our sun. These stars have very short lives and then they supernova. The largest star I know of in the sky that we can see is Antares in Scorpius. It is so large that if you replaced our sun with Antares, the outer atmosphere of the star would go out past the orbit of Mars. That's how big some of the stars get. I'd say the Milky Way is medium size. We know of galaxies smaller than the Milky Way, and we know of many galaxies much larger than the Milky Way. Our Milky Way has about 200 to 400 billion stars. The Andromeda Galaxy has about 1 trillion, so it's got about 5-6 times the mass of our galaxy, and there are galaxies that are even larger than that. There's a lot of different theories, but soon after the Big Bang, all there was in the universe was hydrogen and helium. The hydrogen condensed and made stars. When hydrogen collapses upon itself and there's enough mass, a star is born, and it's burning that hydrogen up. And when the hydrogen's gone, that's the end of the life of a star. The really large stars only have lifespans of millions of years, whereas our sun, it's billions of years because it's smaller and it burns the hydrogen slowly. When a star supernovas a really large star, it puts out a lot of gas, dust, and other elements. And that gas and dust can start collapsing and form a new star. So within the galaxies, you have stars that die and spew out elements, dust, gas, and then they collapse again and form stars again. So stars are dying and being born within galaxies. What's interesting, Carl Sagan always said, you are star stuff. So when a star supernovas, a lot of heavy elements are made, and then when they collapse again and form stars, in our case a planet formed, and in our case life evolved. But the heavy elements in our body, and it made life, were actually made in stars. We are star stuff. It is the distance that light will travel at the speed of 186,000 miles per second, not per hour, but per second. Outside our solar system, things are so far away, the universe is so big, we have to measure distances in light years. The nearest star is 4 light years away. The farthest galaxies we can see are 10, 12, 13 billion light years away. And to give you an idea how big a light year is, here's a ream of paper. Okay? And a ream of paper has how many sheets of paper? 500, right? And if you said each sheet of paper is 1 mile thick, then how high would I have to stack reams of paper to get a light year if each sheet of paper was 1 mile thick? And the answer is about 370,000 miles high of paper. That would be past our moon. And that gives you some idea how big a light year is.
By now you may have already thought about how insignificant life on Earth is. To us, it's everything. To the universe, we are just one unimportant cell upon billions and billions in its body. After we're gone, the universe will take no notice. Life will just continue on without us. Our existence seems so irrelevant compared to the indefinite universe. We are not important. Yet we are. Maybe that's the beauty of it all. Despite how trivial we seem in comparison to the universe, we are important in a way. There's always going to be someone else out there who cares about another person, and so on. I think that's enough. That's what matters.